The roar of the crowd is still ringing in her ears. Alex Eala stands there, arms raised, the Washington trophy gleaming above her head. It feels surreal, like a dream woven from years of relentless sweat. She came into this tournament unseeded and relatively unknown to casual fans. She leaves it as a champion, a history maker, and a force to be reckoned with. The tennis world is officially on notice. This is the moment everything changed. For those unfamiliar with her name, allow me to introduce you. Alex Eala is an 18-year-old powerhouse from the Philippines. She first announced herself to the world by winning the junior title at the US Open back in 2022. She wasn't just a flash in the pan either. Earlier this year, she stormed into the semifinals of the Miami Open, defeating some of the biggest names in the sport. Her rise has been steady, but this victory in Washington feels different. It feels like a definitive arrival on the biggest stage. Her journey mirrors the paths taken by other Asian tennis pioneers. We have seen players from China and Japan break through barriers before. Now, it is the Philippines' turn to celebrate a genuine superstar. The significance of this title cannot be overstated. It is the first WTA 500 crown for her country in over 3 decades. You have to go all the way back to 1991 to find the last time a Filipina won a major tour-level event. That was Dion Castillejo, and her victory came at a much smaller tournament. So, the question on everyone's mind is simple, yet profound. Is this the breakthrough that catapults Alex Eala into the top 20? Her ranking is set to skyrocket after this incredible week. The points from Washington will push her to a career-high position. She is no longer just a talented youngster with potential. She is now a bona fide champion on the WTA Tour. The rest of the field needs to take her seriously. Let's break down that championship final in detail, because it was a masterclass in controlled aggression. She faced Marta Kostyuk, a player known for her fiery temperament and powerful ground strokes. The Ukrainian was the higher-ranked player and the favorite in the eyes of many experts. But Eala didn't seem to get that memo. She came out firing from the very first ball, breaking Kostyuk's serve early in the opening set. Her two-handed backhand was simply devastating down the line. Eala dictated the baseline rallies with incredible depth and precision. She didn't give Kostyuk any rhythm to work with. Her serve was rock solid under pressure, a weapon she has been diligently developing. The stats from the final tell the story perfectly. She won an astonishing 85% of points behind her first serve. She hammered down 5 aces at crucial moments. Most impressively, she didn't commit a single double fault in the entire match. That is a level of focus that few players can sustain. It is important to remember the context of this run. Washington was only her second tournament on hard courts this season. Most of her best results have come on clay or indoor surfaces. To just switch to a completely different surface and dominate so thoroughly is a sign of a truly exceptional talent. She adapted her movement, sliding into shots and recovering quickly. Her footwork around the court was textbook perfection. She made a very difficult sport look incredibly easy. But as with any overnight success, the reality is that it took years of struggle to reach this point. The path to the Washington Trophy was paved with disappointments and heartbreaking losses. Just a few years ago, Eala was fighting through the qualifying rounds of smaller events. She was losing to players ranked outside the top 100 and wondering if she would ever make it. In 2023, a nagging shoulder injury threatened to derail everything. It forced her to take time off and completely rebuild her service motion. During that tough period, she made a bold decision that shaped her future. She decided to leave the prestigious Nadal Academy in Spain. It was a surprise to many, but she felt she needed a new environment. She started working with a new Spanish coach on a more individualized training plan. It was a risk, but she believed in her own vision. She wanted more freedom to develop her natural game instead of forcing a rigid structure. The scars from this season's Grand Slams are still there, even after this triumph. She was knocked out in the very first round at both Roland Garros and Wimbledon. Those defeats stung, and they could have broken a lesser player's spirit. But Eala used them as fuel for the fire. She went back to the practice courts with renewed determination. She knew her level was good enough to compete with the best, but she needed to prove it on the biggest stages. Her breakthrough moment came earlier in the year during the Miami Open. There, she stunned the tennis establishment by taking down top 15 players. She dismantled Madison Keys with a display of fearless hitting. She then backed it up with a gritty victory over Jessica Pegula. That run to the semifinals proved she had the game to compete with the elites. It was that precise moment when everyone in the locker room started paying attention. Since April, she has made subtle but crucial tweaks to her fitness regime. She brought in a new strength and conditioning coach with a focus on lateral movement. This has made her even more difficult to beat on the defensive. She is quicker to the ball and can change direction with explosive speed. All of these small improvements culminated in that glorious week in Washington. The hard work, hidden from the public eye, finally paid off in the biggest way possible. Back home in the Philippines, the reaction to her victory has been nothing short of euphoric. Social media has exploded with celebration, as fans flood the internet with congratulations. The hashtag #Eala era is trending, creating a massive wave of national pride. It is not just sports fans who are celebrating. The whole country is basking in her glory. She has given them a moment of pure joy and inspiration that transcends tennis. Some of the greatest legends of the sport have taken notice as well. Chris Evert, the iconic former world #1, tweeted her admiration for Eala's game. Billie Jean King, a pioneer for women in sports, praised her mental toughness and composure. Even Kim Clijsters, a former champion known for her own incredible comeback, called Eala a breath of fresh air. The validation from these legends is a testament to the quality of her performance. The experts are also weighing in with bold predictions for her future. Brad Gilbert, the renowned coach and commentator, has been vocal in his praise. He boldly called Eala the future of Asian women's tennis. That is high praise coming from a man who has coached some of the greatest players ever. He sees something special in her game, a combination of power and intelligence that is rare. The media coverage from major European outlets has been glowing. Tennis enthusiasts have been drawing comparisons between Eala and other late bloomers. Players like Emma Navarro and Jasmine Paolini have shown that success doesn't have to come right away. They have proven that consistency and hard work can lead to a late surge up the rankings. Eala's trajectory is similar, and she is raring to emulate their success. With her improving every week, the sky is truly the limit for this young star. Of course, the immediate focus now shifts to the final Grand Slam of the season. The US Open in New York is the ultimate test of a player's mettle. Eala will enter the draw as the number 15 seed, a monumental achievement in itself. She is now officially a top 20 player, a status that comes with new privileges and battle-tested expectations. She will be the hunted rather than the hunter, and that is a completely different dynamic. The list of players who can win the title in New York is terrifyingly deep. She could potentially face the world #1, Iga Swiatek, in a crucial round. The defending champion, Coco Gauff, will have the home crowd behind her. Aryna Sabalenka's raw power is always a threat on the hard courts. And Elena Rybakina's serve is a weapon that can bail her out of any trouble. It is a gauntlet, but Eala has proven she can thrive under pressure. Historically, Eala's results at the US Open have not been great. Before this year, she had never gotten past the third round of the main draw. The hard courts in New York are fast and can be tricky for players who like more time. The atmosphere in the Arthur Ashe Stadium is notoriously loud and intimidating. However, this year, she brings a new level of confidence and experience to the table. She is no longer just happy to be there. The pressure of being a Grand Slam contender is immense, especially for a country of over 100 million people. Every move she makes will be scrutinized, and every point she plays will be watched with bated breath. She is carrying the hopes of an entire nation on her shoulders. But if her time in Washington taught us anything, it's that she thrives in these exact situations. Pressure, for her, seems to be a privilege. She has been preparing meticulously for the challenge ahead. She has relocated her training base to Florida, where she is practicing against high-level male players. These intense practice sessions are designed to help her improve her serve and return. Playing against men makes the women's game seem slower and easier to read. It is a brilliant strategy that has been used by many past champions. She is doing everything in her power to be ready. Beyond the individual accolades, Eala's rise is having a massive impact on tennis in Southeast Asia. Her story is inspiring a new generation of kids to pick up a racket for the first time. Tennis academies are popping up all over Manila, eager to find the next big star. Parents, who previously dreamed of their kids playing basketball, are now exploring tennis as a viable path. She is fundamentally changing the sports culture in her region. This development is not just limited to the Philippines. Her success is motivating aspiring players in Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam as well. The standard of tennis in the region is rising, and it is hoped that she will lead a new wave of talent. The Asian Tennis Federation is also responding by increasing the budget for youth development programs. They see the potential for a new era of powerhouses to emerge from the region. We can look to the example of Li Na as a blueprint for what Eala could do for tennis in The Philippines. Lena's Grand Slam victories caused a massive boom in tennis participation in China. It turned tennis into a mainstream sport overnight. Eala has the same potential to be a transformative figure for her country and the entire region. Her influence will be felt both on and off the court for many years to come. Commercial interest in Eala has also skyrocketed since her Washington win. She is already a star in the Philippines, but now she is becoming a global brand. Reports suggest she is finalizing a lucrative endorsement deal with Nike. A major Filipino television network is also vying for exclusive rights to her future matches. The financial security that comes with these deals will allow her to focus entirely on her tennis. As we look to the future, the potential for Alex Eala seems limitless. She has the game, the mentality, and the team to achieve incredible things. A top 5 ranking seems like a realistic target if she continues on this path. Winning a Grand Slam title is no longer a pipe dream. It's a tangible goal. She has all the tools to become one of the greatest players of her generation. Her journey serves as a powerful lesson in perseverance and self-belief. She could have given up after the early round losses and the injuries. Instead, she used those setbacks as motivation to work even harder. Her story is a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of chasing a dream. She is a role model for every young athlete who has ever faced adversity. So as we close this chapter on a historic summer, we must remember that this is just the beginning. The Washington Trophy is a beautiful first chapter, but the story is far from over. Alex Eala is on a special journey, and the rest of the world is just along for the ride. Get ready, because this phenomenal Filipino star is only going to continue to shine. She has arrived, and she is here to stay. The weight of history settles on her shoulders as she walks onto the practice court in Florida. Every drill, every sprint, every repetition is building toward one singular goal. The US Open is not just another tournament for her now. It is a statement of intent, a declaration that Washington was no fluke. She knows the critics are watching, waiting to see if she can replicate her magic on the biggest stage of all. Her training sessions have become more intense, more focused, more purposeful. She pushes herself to the limit with each passing day, knowing that the competition in New York will be unforgiving. The top players will not give her an inch, and she must be ready to take everything she wants. She visualizes the stadium, the crowd, the pressure, and she embraces it all. This is where champions are made, and she is determined to be one. The hard courts of Flushing Meadows are a different beast altogether. They are faster, more punishing, and demand perfect footwork. Eala has spent countless hours adjusting her movement to suit the surface. She has been working with her team on a new serve variation that could be a game changer. The kicks serve out wide, followed by a forehand into the open court. It is a simple pattern, but when executed well, it can break any opponent. She knows that a deep run at the US Open would cement her status as a top-tier player. A quarterfinal appearance would push her even higher in the rankings and silence any remaining doubters. But she is not thinking about rankings or seeds or expectations. She is thinking about each point, each game, each match as it comes. Her focus is laser sharp, her mind clear of any distractions. She is ready for whatever the tennis gods throw at her. The Philippines is buzzing with anticipation as the tournament approaches. Fans are already planning watch parties and organizing support campaigns. Local television networks have secured broadcasting rights for all her matches. Every news outlet in the country is running daily features on her preparations. She has become more than just an athlete. She is a symbol of national pride and hope. Her family has been her rock throughout this incredible journey. Her parents have sacrificed so much to support her dream. They have traveled across the globe, sitting in the stands through every victory and every defeat. Her younger siblings look up to her with stars in their eyes, dreaming of following in her footsteps. The Eala household is a testament to the power of family support in achieving greatness. The tennis world is also watching with bated breath to see what she will do next. Former champions are lining up to offer their advice and encouragement. The media coverage has intensified, with every practice session being analyzed and dissected. She handles it all with a maturity that belies her young age. She understands that attention comes with the territory of being a rising star. Her coach has been working overtime to fine-tune her game plan for the tournament. They have studied hours of footage on potential opponents, identifying weaknesses to exploit. They have worked on her net game, adding more variety to her already impressive arsenal. They have even practiced tiebreaker scenarios, knowing that every point matters in the big moments. Preparation is the key, and they are leaving no stone unturned. The tennis community in Southeast Asia is also feeling the ripple effects of her success. Young players from the region are now believing that they too can make it on the world stage. Tennis federations are investing more resources into grassroots development programs. Coaches are adopting more modern training methods, inspired by her success story. She has single-handedly raised the profile of tennis in a region that was previously overlooked. Her impact is being felt far beyond the court as well. She has become a role model for young girls across Asia, showing them that they can achieve anything they set their minds to. She has used her platform to speak out on important issues, advocating for gender equality in sports. She has donated to charities that support underprivileged children in the Philippines. Her influence is growing, and she is using it for good. The commercial opportunities are pouring in faster than she can process them. Major brands are queuing up to sign endorsement deals with her. She has been featured on the covers of prestigious magazines and lifestyle publications. Her social media following has exploded, with millions of new fans tuning in to follow her journey. The financial rewards are life-changing, but she remains grounded and focused on her craft. She has assembled a world-class team around her to handle the growing demands of her career. Her agent negotiates the contracts, her PR team manages the media requests, and her coach oversees her training. She has people who filter out the noise so she can focus on what matters most. It is a professional setup that allows her to thrive both on and off the court. As the days tick down to the start of the US Open, her excitement is palpable. She cannot wait to step onto the court and compete against the best players in the world. She has worked so hard for this moment, and she is ready to seize it. The confidence from her Washington victory is still fresh in her mind. She knows she has the game to beat anyone on any given day. The first round draw has been kind to her, giving her a qualifier as her opening opponent. But she knows better than to look past anyone. Every player who has made it to the main draw is dangerous. She will treat every match with the same level of respect and intensity. She will play her game, stick to her tactics, and trust in all the hard work she has put in. The history books are waiting to be written, and she is holding the pen. She has a chance to etch her name alongside the greatest tennis players from Asia. She has the opportunity to inspire an entire generation of young athletes back home. She has the talent and the determination to make it all happen. The only question is, how far will she go? Looking further ahead, the next few years could be truly special for her. She is young, hungry, and constantly improving. The top 5 in the world rankings is a realistic target if she continues on this trajectory. A Grand Slam title is not just a dream, it is a goal she believes she can achieve. She has the game, the mentality, and the support system in place to make it happen. The tennis world has seen many young stars come and go, but Eala feels different. She has that special something that separates the good from the great. She has the work ethic of a champion and the humility to match. She is not satisfied with just one big win. She wants to build a legacy. She wants to be remembered as one of the pioneers who put Southeast Asian tennis on the map. Her story resonates with people from all walks of life. She is proof that hard work and dedication can overcome any obstacle. She is proof that you do not need to come from a traditional tennis powerhouse to succeed. She is proof that dreams can come true if you are willing to chase them relentlessly. Her journey is an inspiration to us all. So, as she prepares to take on the world at the US Open, the Philippines holds its collective breath. Every point she plays will be watched by millions of eager fans. Every victory will be celebrated with unbridled joy and national pride. And every defeat will be met with support and encouragement. She carries the hopes of a nation, but she also carries their unwavering belief in her abilities. The future of Alex Eala is as bright as the sun that shines over her home country. She has already achieved more than most players dream of in their entire careers. But for her, this is just the beginning. She has so much more to give, so many more milestones to reach, and so many more barriers to break. She is on a mission, and nothing will stand in her way. The legacy she will leave behind will be measured not just in titles and trophies, but in the lives she touches and the dreams she inspires. She will be remembered as the girl who showed the world that talent can come from anywhere. She will be remembered as the champion who made her country proud. She will be remembered as a true pioneer of the sport she loves so deeply. As we come to the end of this incredible journey, one thing is certain. Alex Eala is no longer just a promising young player with potential. She is a proven winner, a fierce competitor, and a true ambassador for the game of tennis. Her breakthrough in Washington has changed everything, and the best is yet to come. The world of tennis needs to prepare itself, because this remarkable young woman is only getting started. So here is to Alex Eala, the pride of the Philippines, the sensation of Southeast Asia, and the future of women's tennis. Her story is a reminder that greatness is not given, it is earned. It is a reminder that every champion starts with a dream and the courage to chase it. Her journey is a beautiful testament to the power of perseverance, passion, and the unwavering belief in oneself. The trophy she holds aloft in Washington is not an ending. It is a glorious new beginning.